Hey there, Pisces. This is Chronic Joy Tarot, and this is going to be your October 2017 reading. I apologize for the late posting of these videos. It's been a crazy busy time for me. But like I always say, even though these are posted or actually labeled with specific dates and date ranges, really, whenever you come upon this video is the time you're meant to come upon it, right? That's when it is time to focus on whatever the reading's about. So, Spirit knows no date and time, so we'll just go with that. At this time, though, Pisces, I've pulled the Oracle card from this deck. I'm using this deck, the Chakra Wisdom. It's a really beautiful deck. I love it. And the card I pulled for you is a 6th chakra card. So your intuitive guidance, your inner knowing, 6th sense, and that's the card Forgiveness. Now, the more human response to the word forgiveness is more of an ego response. Somebody betrays you, somebody hurts you, and you are supposed to forgive them. You're supposed to let them know it's okay, or that's how we tend to think of the word forgiveness, when really it has nothing to do with the other. Forgiveness is within you. And really what you're guided here is to more forgive yourself. If you've been hurt, or if, say, even if it doesn't involve another person and you took a situation too far, or created a stressful life and trying to now, get out of that. And you're sort of maybe beating yourself up inside for it, or created a scenario in your life that you're sort of, in your mind kind of blaming yourself for it or whatever. So forgiveness is really the release of judgment and, forgiving yourself for loving that person who hurt you, or forgiving yourself for taking a situation too far. And it's just a release and then a return to your natural state of inner peace. And this is what you're guided to do at this time, Pisces. It's a time of personal evolution. It's a time of really releasing and expanding. And forgiving is part of that. It's part of that cycle. Okay, so now let's get on to your reading with the Zen Tarot cards and see how we can expand on the topic of forgiveness. Correct. I love it. So you're mastering this. Your intuition, your inner guide, who you really are, is beginning to really take hold and really becoming, every day you're becoming more and more of you. In the process of the mind-body connection, we sometimes, all of us do, will overbalance one or the other, right? Usually our mind takes over and gets a grip on us. And what we're trying to do here with these Zen Tarot readings is to sort of strike a balance between them and appreciate, thought processes, appreciate your mind and all the wonderful things it can do. But at the same time, stay rooted in the heart and soul and stay rooted in who you really are. And if there is a specific situation in your life where you were betrayed, or a situation with another person that caused you pain, now is time for you to allow yourself to accept your part in it and move on from it. Accept that, I don't know, if you stayed around too long so that, the other person's harm kept coming at you. I mean, for sure, I've been betrayed in my life, and staying in the situation thinking it's going to get better when it didn't. There was a big period of time when I had to learn to forgive myself for taking as much time as I needed in order to learn the lesson and to move on from it. So this is where you are, but you're getting this, Pisces. You're mastering it, okay? Internally, you may be still kind of in your mind kind of saying, but they said this, and they're if this involves another person, they represent betrayal, or they were untrue to me, or they, they hurt my heart, and trying to like point fingers and project onto them. That's a natural response, and for sure that calls for forgiving yourself for having that response, because you're human and you were hurt. Or if it doesn't involve another person, you could be projecting, this is how I should be behaving, this is how it should, all those horrible shoulds that keep us tethered to pretty unnatural expectations, right? So in the process of releasing, you'll find you'll have an easier time of moving on from these painful moments. Clinging to the past. So this figure is so caught up in her memories and in what happened, and the occurrences in her life, that she's completely boxed in. She cannot see what's going on around her and the real true life that's right here, because of the mind games that she's allowing her memories to play tricks on her. Memories are a lovely guide. They're a lovely guide to take us through any phase of our life. Sometimes the painful ones even can guide us toward, whatever our new intentions are. But be sure that you're not blinded, by those past memories, or you're not clinging to them so much that you cannot experience and enjoy and see the life that's right here. That goes along with the forgiveness. Forgive yourself for wanting to hang on to some of those past experiences in your memory. Okay? Another internal energy that you may start to experience as you release and forgive is this participation card, a feeling of community, a feeling, so clinging on to ideals, or they should not have treated me that way, I will never forgive them, that's only walling off your own heart. That's building sort of a barrier around your own heart. And then you're isolated, right? So by releasing some of that energy and allowing yourself, forgiving yourself for loving as you did and being hurt by it, or forgiving yourself for getting maybe too caught up in a situation and losing your own groove in the process, allows you to release that wall. It breaks the wall down, and it helps you to feel more connected with those around you. Okay? It's not so much of an isolated feeling that way. You're getting this, though. Again, look at this. Pisces, you are really making strides in your spiritual and personal development. Your wisdom is coming through, and every little step you make toward that sense of mature wisdom and that sense of simply knowing that all is well, even in the moments that are more challenging, there's that voice saying, this will pass. It will be all right. All is well. This is a learning experience. It's challenging, but I will grow from it. You're getting that rhythm, because life isn't going to just stop throwing challenges at you. It won't. It's how you master the maneuvering through it, and how you allow really for the challenges to come and go and for them to be there. Instead of trying to push them away, which is going to keep you from progressing, correct? Okay, your final internal energy, I love it. It's the card of change, and you are, Pisces, you're getting it. Inside, you're processing things differently, little by little. You're learning to forgive a little more quickly yourself, and you're really ascending and making those changes for the better, and you're getting it. Like I said, it started out with you being the master, right, of your own experience, and you're getting it, and you're really noticing some changes. Now, these changes may not show up in your external life as readily, but within you and in your quiet moments, right? You know that you're making progress. You know that the challenging situations come and go much more quickly than they used to, okay? For your outcome, I somehow pulled 3 cards. I usually pull 1, but let's see what we got here. So, oh, look at that. So these are all in beautiful, meditative, calming cards. So I got inner voice and turning in. Okay, so turning in is a card of the emotions, learning how to quiet down, pull in, allow space for every action and every experience that comes into your life. Allow for that space, and then once that quiet has been achieved, you'll hear the guidance. You will just know how to proceed. And the top outcome of this is the moment-to-moment card. You're getting it, you're doing it. Being in this very moment is all you need to know. That's all you need to master. As this figure is walking along the river, not even opening his eyes, he doesn't even really care where the next stone's going to come on his path, because he just trusts that it will appear when he needs it. Okay? And this is what you're getting. This is where you are heading, Pisces. And it starts in the next week or two. Try to focus on some areas of your life where you're feeling clogged up and you're feeling a resistance to, with another or within yourself. And forgive it and release it. And know that you're the navigator of the path of your life. Nobody else has a choice into what direction you take. And it can be a gentle, gradual process as you ascend and expand and develop your sense of spirituality. And maybe sometimes, like I said, it's internal and you're the only one that really knows of your progress. But that's all that really matters, right? As long as you know, those quiet moments are really going to help you in the next couple weeks. Spend some time in nature if you can. And above all, know all is well. You are always supported by the universe and by your guides. Okay, Pisces, this was your reading for this moment when you watched it, but it's labeled October 17. Okay, I will see you in a couple weeks, and I hope you're all doing well. Take care.